Welcome to the Dance Studio Empire podcast business series. This podcast is about building your studio empire, whatever that is for you, whether you're just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark. This business series will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and give you the business you've always wanted. So sit back and get ready to build your dance studio empire. Welcome back to the Dance Studio Empire podcast. If you are listening to this in real time, we are in the last month of the year, which is crazy. It blows my mind every year how fast the year goes. And it's been an interesting year, I think, for many of us, including myself. But one definitely worth reflecting because, once you do a proper reflection, you can start growing, properly planning your following year. But you know what? We're going to talk about that in another episode. This particular episode is something that I want to touch on because it's come up a few times in the past week with some different studio owners. And so I figured it was a good time to address it. And this is about going from 0 to 250 students and then beyond. Because for me, I believe once you get to 250 students, the game changes. That's the sweet spot to me where things need to be different. We need to start implementing some new stuff. Because when you have under 250 students, and I'm talking roughly about that, okay? It doesn't have to be the exact number, but about that number, it's possible, although sometimes it's not desirable, you might not want to, but it's certainly possible to manage the array of things that are needed to run your studio on your own. All right. And I know that you hear people saying, outsource, hire for your weaknesses, work on the business, not in the business. But my belief is that you need to be in the thick of it until you get to about 250 students. Now, I know you might require an assistant teacher or two, possibly another senior teacher for a couple of classes if you're running, dual sessions, dual classes at a time. But essentially, you need to be across it all at this period of your studio. So realistically, if you're starting from scratch, this is going to take you a good couple of years. And I know that might not be what you want to hear because we want results straight away. But the reality is, if you want a solid, long-standing business, you need to set all your foundations in place, which, if you didn't hear last week's episode, was all about setting foundations in place. In the beginning, before you get to 250, you need to try things. You need to make the mistakes. You have to have your face seen by your families because it's at a period where you are needing to develop trust and connection, not only with your students, but their parents, even their siblings. This is the time you need to be the face of your business. You need to be listening to the conversations that are being had in the waiting room, because this is where you're going to get a true understanding of what your families want and will also teach you what they will benefit from. All right. So you'll also get a feel for things that are working and things that aren't. And then you'll be able to tweak things, to try things, change things up a little bit until you get that smooth, sweet spot. It's also a time where you need to build your systems, going back to the old solid foundations. It's in this time because you get to 250 things, different things need to start happening. So for some of you who may have been in the game for a while and not quite reached 250 students, or maybe I know due to COVID, several of you could possibly have even been there and had those numbers, but since COVID are struggling to get back up to those numbers. Now, for you guys, your growth can be even quicker than someone starting out because you've actually done it. So you've seen that it's possible. You possibly even know what you've got to do. Just sometimes the overwhelm of trying to get back there can leave you feeling like pushed to burnout, and we're still so tired. Everyone is still so tired and recovering from the past 2 years. So, but just know that you can get back there. You've done it. It's possible. Because once again, you hit 250 and the game changes. So, what is it that changes? Once you get to 250, you now need to start thinking outside the box. You need to start innovating in different ways and creating in different ways. Your strategies and your plan need to change because you're now about your growth period that's been going on up until 250. It's working. So now you need to take the next step, because to continue doing what you're doing, you're going to find growth hard if you just keep doing the same thing. So you almost need to take quite a dramatic step and try different things. Once you get it though, you're off. The trajectory changes. So you need to start thinking you are going to be learning a lot faster and you're going to be able to scale quicker. And these aren't just physical shifts, so things that you need to do in your studio. There are definitely physical things that you will need to do when you do get to that 250 student mark. And this could be putting on a receptionist, or it could even just having a space for your kids to get changed, or a space for bags. Like, things are just different. But there's also a mental shift that needs to occur. So for you as the studio owner, as a leader, there's a new personal commitment that you need to do. And this is both in your for your education, so for you as a leader, also for you mentally, for yourself to be able to take on this new workload. You're going to be having higher level conversations. You're going to be having different types of conversations. So there's quite a new, it's a shift for you personally as well as in the business. There is also a new confidence that will come with that. But of course, on the flip side, there will be new fears. There will be new systems. There'll be new challenges. But there's also going to be a whole lot of new wins and excitement for you. So if you are, ready to feel uncomfortable, if you're ready to feel challenged and inspired, this is the time for you, because the trajectory of your growth is about to explode. Okay, you just have to decide if this is what you want, and then we're going to go for it. So I've just decided in 2 weeks, Thursday the 8th of December, if you are listening to this in real time, I'm going to run a live training on this exact topic, because as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, it's a conversation that I've been having with a few different studio owners. So I figured that why not? The time is now. So particularly if you are struggling to get to 250, or even if you wanted a boost to get back on track, I would suggest attending this training. For those who are around 250, I would 100% suggest listening to this training, because I'm going to tell you what your next steps are to taking you to your next level, if this is where you're choosing to go. Okay, so it's completely up to you. But yeah, so I'm going to do this training Thursday the 8th of December. I will make sure that some information is sent out, or possibly there'll even be a link in the show notes below, so check it out there. But yeah, we are going to go through all those things, the thought processes that you need to go through, the new systems that you're going to need to implement. Plus, we'll talk about some ways to start innovating for your studio as it goes into this next period. All right. That for this episode, that is it. I would love for you to join me for that training. Also, I still do have spaces available for our power coaching. So our 6-week power coaching sessions. These are one-on-one, and they're quite intense, but you're going to get quick results. So if that's something that you're looking for, you need quick guidance, quick results specifically for you and your studio. That's probably the biggest benefit of these power sessions. But yeah, definitely reach out and we can organize that as well. All right, I am going to leave it there today. It's a nice short one for you today, but going from 250 students and beyond, that's where the game changes, and I am ready to help you get there. All right, guys, I will chat to you soon. Hey, studio owner, if you are ready to have classes so full you need a waitlist, an incredible team who are exceptional with your dancers, or simply generate more revenue for your studio, then I want to invite you to join Dance Business Academy. Now, whether you are just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark, Dance Business Academy will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and build your dance studio empire. Just send me an email to info@danceteachercentral.com and I'll send you through the details.